Okay, everyone, just a short video today, a roundup of some legal cases I've been following on this channel. First, Karmelo Anthony has a new legal defense team composed of renowned attorneys in the state of Texas. They've been called his legal dream team, and no one doubts their legal prowess. The Constitution, I would say, is rather good on this subject. The Constitution requires attorneys at the appellate stage to examine the trial record to find what? Error. They're looking for error. Every type of error, but ultimately what they're looking for is reversible error. And Karmelo Anthony now has the new legal defense team to take over the case. Now, I didn't attend the trial, so I didn't see for myself, but according to the reporting, it seems trial counsel's defense of the case might have fallen below constitutional requirements, and that could be grounds for reversal and a new trial. And I'll just mention as well that if trial counsel preserved the Batson challenges during jury selection, and the reporting suggests that they did, preserving those errors might have been enough to reverse the conviction. And we would have trial counsel to thank for that. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If preserving the Batson challenges is all that trial counsel did right, it probably would be enough. Now back to error. There's such a thing called harmless error, which is error by a trial judge that wasn't damaging enough to the defendant's right to a fair trial to require vacating the conviction. Now, reversible error, in contrast, requires a conviction to be overturned because it so prejudiced the defendant's rights that it deprived him of the right to a fair trial. For example, Batson violations, as I mentioned, that's when a prosecutor exercises a strike of a juror solely on the basis of race, despite giving purportedly race-neutral reasons for the strike. Now, Batson violations are so damaging to defendants that they are considered structural defects in the trial and require reversal of the verdict. Now, another basis for reversible error is ineffective assistance of counsel. It's been alleged, according to numerous reports, that defense counsel at the trial level failed to investigate the case zealously, including failure to investigate the character of the stabbing victim, Austin Metcalf, who was the initial aggressor in the fight that preceded the stabbing. Now, if his character wasn't even investigated, it would have prejudiced the defendant's right even to put on a self-defense case. Next case. Luigi Mangione. A hearing is set for Monday, June 29th. I believe it's the pretrial conference in his federal case. So we may get a trial date on Monday for the federal case. Currently, it's set for October. Now, this week there was news apparently that someone had leaked the fact that plea negotiations had taken place. Now, that type of thing occurs up to the eve of trial, and sometimes during the trial, a plea agreement can be reached. But by that time, the government has expended a great deal of time and effort, and presumably the trial will go very well for the government, state and federal. In any event, I guess we'll find out more about the federal case after Monday's hearing. Next case. Macron v. Owens. The hearing on the motion to dismiss filed by Candace Owens has been pushed back yet again, this time to July 27th. So, folks, this is looking like a settlement to me. Now, it's the second continuance already. A public apology and retraction from Owens should be part of the settlement. Now, just because the Macrons are powerful and privileged, that doesn't give anyone the right to degrade them as human beings, okay? There's a movement out there, it's called Eat the Rich. Well, eating the rich doesn't really help poor people, and in the process of trying to hurt someone else, they could cause damage to themselves. Case in point, 10 people in France who were criminally convicted of cyberbullying Brigitte Macron, and I believe there's a case against 2 women who broke into a government database to alter Brigitte Macron's personal records to say she was male. What can I say? There's a lot of hatred out there. Now, final case for today. John Bolton, former national security advisor during President Trump's first term. Bolton has just pleaded guilty to retaining classified information on his personal computer at his house. The Islamic Republic of Iran hacked his home computer and tried to blackmail him. It didn't work. Bolton immediately reported the hack and he himself was indicted. Now, Bolton is or was a lawyer. He worked for the DOJ for many years. Now, if he hasn't already voluntarily given up his law license, he could be disbarred automatically because of the felony conviction. Now, that's been the trend in recent years. I don't know what his licensing state will do in his case. Now, his state might be lenient because he admitted the mistake. He pleaded guilty to prevent further expense to the government in prosecuting him, and he agreed to pay $2.25 million from the book proceeds. Now, that was why he had retained the classified information, to use the material to write a best-selling book. He will be sentenced October 28th. He's looking at somewhere up to 5 years in prison if the judge stays within the sentencing guidelines. Now, if he's sentenced to more than 5 years, which the judge has the discretion to do in the federal system, Bolton can abandon the plea deal and resume defending the case. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.